So good morning, everybody. We're reading through Zechariah, chapters 5 to 9. And the thing that really stands out in this is when the Lord turns around and says, just because it looks like a miracle to you doesn't mean it's a miracle to me. Just think about that for a second. Let that sit in. The things that we call miracles are just normal. This is normal for him. And he's saying this to the people of Israel as they're coming back from their expulsion, and he's describing for them their future, and it sounds incredible. Sounds like an incredible future that he's describing to them, and there they're standing in the midst of the rubble. The wall is torn down. The temple doesn't exist. The houses are all destroyed. The grandeur that used to be Jerusalem is just nothing but rubble. Exactly what he described to them before it happened. He said people would walk by and just look at the broken wall and shake their heads, and the shame of it. The shame of it. People who abandoned their God. And they're standing there. They're listening to this beautiful thing that's being described to them. They're listening to this story that he's telling them about their future, and they're just shaking their heads like, nah, no way, it can't be. It's impossible. And that's when he turns around and he says, hey, just because it looks like it'll be a miracle to you, doesn't mean this is out of the ordinary for me. Yeah, come on now, this is Yahweh, the Creator. He spoke the sun and the moon into being. He spoke of the stars and gave them all names. He created the duck-billed platypus, the things that exist that you need these powerful microscopes to see. A world so wonderful that we haven't even gone to the depths of our oceans yet. We know more about the stars than we do about our own oceans. It's just incredible. And he says, like, it's not impossible for me, guys. Just because it's impossible for you doesn't mean it's impossible for me. This is a word that we need to let go in deep. It needs to go in deep for us. Because sometimes we can stand in our own destruction. We can stand in the misery of our own creation. We can look at this and feel in ourselves that we don't deserve to be rescued from this. We don't deserve any goodness. We don't deserve love. And that may be true. It may be true. It may be true, that adage that you made your bed, now lie in it. But that's not who he is. It's not who he is, and it's not what he does. He absolutely loves you. He loves you, and he wants the very best for you, in spite of yourself. He wants the very best for you. But he needs your cooperation. He needs you to believe. He needs you to live by his promises, not by your thoughts, not by your perspective, not by your thinking, but by his promises. That's what we live by. And that's where we need to get to, and that's a life of faith. That's a life of faith. Faith isn't just believing in miracles. Faith isn't just believing people are going to be healed. Faith is believing that today I am loved. Today I am loved by my Father. Today, despite my past, he is occupied with me, and he wants the best for me. Sometimes that takes more faith than the raising of the dead. It takes more consistency than preaching. To live for Christ. To live for Christ. To live for Christ. To understand that miracles are not miracles to him. That's just him. Yeah. That's the life we've been called to. You guys be blessed today. Enjoy the day. Love you all.